ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وسلم وبعد. A couple of months ago I was teaching in a local Islamic school, and this is where students study three languages: English, Urdu and Arabic. And this was their 6th year studying Arabic, and now it was time for them to start learning Islamic subjects such as tafsir and hadith in the Arabic language. So we decided to test them first before we moved on, and we took this step that we had all been waiting for. So we requested their Arabic teacher to come in and teach one lesson in Arabic for tafsir. Tafsir was a subject that they had been studying for the past 3 years, but in English. So after this, we consulted the students and asked them if they felt that they were ready to start learning tafsir, the meanings of the Quran, in the Arabic language now, as opposed to learning the meanings in English. So the students were hesitant because now they knew that this would be harder for them. So one of the students said, "Brother, Arabic is not even our second language, it's our third language." And this is where the head of the Islamic department said something very, very beautiful. He said, "You're right, it's not your second language, but it is your first language." So today we're going to talk about your first language, my first language, our first language. Why should we be learning Arabic? Another interesting reason is the salah, the prayer. How many of us have gone through Ramadan Taraweeh prayers wondering what the Imam is reciting that's making some of the brothers next to us cry? And many of our sisters go through the same thing. We go for Taraweeh, we see the sisters around us crying because they understand the words of Allah, and yet we're just standing there crying perhaps, but not because we're understanding the words of Allah, but because we're not able to understand the words of Allah. So that's another very strong reason why we should be learning Arabic. When we are reading the translation of the Quran, we are missing out much of the beauty of the Quran.